What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories from Marvel, DC, and even IDW. Except this time, we're going to continue our coverage over the Ultimate Marvel Universe. And right now, we are covering the Ultimatum event, where we are going to cover another tie-in to the event. And we're going to cover Ultimate X-Men number 98. And this is the first chapter of the tie-ins from the Ultimate X-Men books. And so if you like today's comic book video, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. But I do hope you enjoy today's video. Alright, so the way this tie-in works is that it brings in a character we have not seen so far in the Ultimate Marvel Universe yet. That character is no other than William Stryker. Now in the main Marvel Universe, William Stryker was a preacher, but he was a preacher who preached about how mutants were the devil's creation, and God sent him to basically lead an army of people to kill off the mutant race. Now in the Ultimate Marvel Universe, he is a preacher, but right now, he does not hate the mutant race just yet. And we are being introduced to William Stryker Jr. because later on, we're going to meet William Stryker Sr. Now we see this William Stryker just having a good day with his family. And this is taking place minutes before the ultimatum wave, because he talked to his wife about going outside and enjoying the day, and where she tells him no, and so he goes up to the roof for a moment to only see the wave coming and freaking out. Except by the time he gets back down to his apartment from the rooftop, he found his family dead. Now this is where we pick up at Charles Xavier's school for mutants, where we see Rogue, Psylocke, and another mutant named Syndicate, who is a character who is a set of twins who are conjoined. But of course, they see the news about what had happened in the city with the ultimatum wave. Now the story is truly going to focus on Rogue here. But you have Rogue see the original Ultimate X-Men team leaving to go handle Magneto, where you have Jean Grey tell Rogue that hey, Magneto flooded New York, and also the fact that now some of the X-Men are dead. And so this struck Rogue to the core because some of those people were really close friends of hers. Now Rogue wants to join the original X-Men to stop Magneto before he can do anything else. Except you have Jean Grey tell Rogue no, because Charles Xavier is only sending in the original X-Men and that is it. Now at first, this may seem like the reason is because these are the most experienced X-Men. Except you have tell Rogue that really they do not trust her, because Rogue has jumped sides so many times that it is hard to tell whose side she is truly on. And Toad continues on saying that Rogue always runs to someone who she thinks can help her with her powers. And so Rogue knocks out Toad and now wants to show the X-Men that she can be helpful. But picking back up with William Stryker, we actually see him right now preaching and trying to lift the spirits of the people who were affected by the wave. But while he is going on through his sermon, he just breaks down and begins to show hatred towards the mutant race, because word has gotten out that a mutant flooded the city. Now it has not been confirmed it was one, but word is out there. And so after William Stryker finished his speech, that is when he is confronted by some random people who used to work alongside William Stryker's father, who hated mutants, but they were able to convince William Stryker Jr. to join them in the crusade against the mutant race, where we see them going to a pickup truck, and these random guys have found Sentinel armors to put on, and they're going to use this armor, of course, to hunt down some mutants. Now we do pick up at Department H, and of course the home of Alpha Flight, and they were introduced to us in our last Ultimate X-Men video, basically being Canada's superhero team and being led by Vindicator. Now, this is where we learn that Vindicator is no other than John Rath. Now, we have not seen John Rath since Volume 2 of Ultimate X-Men, and he worked alongside Dr. Cornelius in running the Weapon X program for S.H.I.E.L.D. And he hated mutants with a passion, and they would capture mutants and make them do secret missions for the American government. Except at the end of that story, John Rath was badly injured, and this is where we learn that Canada gave him the Banshee drug, the drug that gives people powers, and he was able to heal from his injuries and became part of Department H. Now, the reason why Rogue is here is because she used to be part of the Weapon X program when he was there, and she knows that this man has a plan to bring down Magneto. And so after they talk for a minute, he agrees to join, except they have to recruit some old team members. Now we come to find out that the old members he was talking about were Sabretooth and Juggernaut. And this makes sense because these two were also part of the Weapon X program. And you have Rogue ambush them and make them agree to help her with her mission, which is to stop Magneto. Well, really to prove that she can be a good hero. Now to close off this story, we pick back up at the X Mansion, where we see that some of the X-Men are still watching the news about the ultimatum wave. Now, when Syndicate goes outside to get some fresh air, we see that one of the twins is killed, where we come to find out that William Stryker and some of those men from earlier had attached some of the Sentinel gear on themselves to hunt down some mutants, and the first group to go after was the X-Men. And this is where we are going to end today's video. And so guys, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories like this in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read? Well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'm out of here, and I will see you on the next comic book video. Later, guys.